This room desperately needs a makeover. I want to have the coolest mural on this wall. Hello, welcome to the home renovation series of my channel. Now I know that most of the time I make videos about painting and art business, so if you're not interested in this, I totally get it. This is going to be a very niche part of my channel, but if you are interested in it, I promise it's gonna be fun. Currently it's a Sunday afternoon. I had a really nice brunch with my friends and I thought I'm just going to take off the rest of today, have some chill time with some girly shows and popcorn and a face mask. But instead, I decided that it's time to tackle this sad bedroom. I don't really have a plan going into this except for the mural because I saw this amazing wallpaper that I've been eyeing for years now. I love the vibe and I have been battling with myself thinking, oh no, Nikki, you're an artist, you should do something very original. Then I decided, no, if something is so good, why would I just need to force myself to do something super original? You know what I mean? I'm going to modify it a bit. I'm also going to modify the colors, but the inspiration very heavily comes from this amazing, beautiful wallpaper. So let's proceed with taking off this headboard and then we'll go from there. So the way I went about it is first I sketched something out on my iPad. I decided not to use a projector just because I wanted some free motion and I didn't want to copy so much. I don't know about you guys, but I have this problem that whenever I have inspiration from other artists, it's very hard to deviate from that. It's very hard to actually create my own spin to it. So sometimes I actually practice picking some artworks and just trying to put a twist in it. But if I have something that I really like, my mind keeps going back to the exact same thing. So that's why for all of my paintings and all of the artwork that I'm actually really proud of, I did not have an inspiration from another artist. I had inspiration just from my emotions and from walking around in nature and things like that. The grids that I made are kind of peeking through, so I'm going to try to erase them a little bit. It's a bit more faded, but well. I kind of decided to just give up on it and I'm just gonna paint over it, and actually there is some parts that I can see the pencil right now, but it really doesn't bother me. It kind of adds to the texture of it. Now for the paint, I did a little research and there is certain mural painting materials, but I found them really expensive and also I couldn't even find them in the shops around me. So I actually just bought a really big bucket of white paint and I bought a lot of this coloring paste that you actually use to tint your big bucket of whatever colored paint you bought, but you can also use them just by themselves on the wall. And this was actually a pretty cheap thing to do. I would say most of my big paintings, especially the oil paintings, would cost around the same amount of money as this one wall, which is kind of mind-blowing. Actually, it totally worked and I really loved using this paint. Okay, I have to stop for today. I need to go to hold an art therapy group, so now I'm going to finish it for today and tomorrow we'll continue. Alright, new day. We're starting again and we actually need to finish it today. So let's get going! I'm honest, I really had no idea what the hell I was doing, but I just decided to trust the process and trust myself and trust that most of the time when I try out something, it turns out to be actually easier than I thought before. So I was just going on pure faith here. It was so much fun. Somehow I found it so much easier to paint on a giant scale. Also, the subjects that I was painting, they were super fun to paint. They were also super easy to paint. It just, the composition looks kind of intimidating when you look at it first, but it's so easy. It's so cool. I was amazed by how simple this whole thing was. I felt like I could just do this all day, every day, really. So maybe at some point I'm going to go into mural painting.
Where you are, it's after 10. Babe, I did hear stuff from you last night. You by me. Okay.
I was very drunk.
To be honest, my plan was to heavily modify this area. I thought when I come to the house, I'm just going to think of my dream house that I want to live in the Tuscan countryside, and I'm going to paint that. But by the time I arrived here, my motivation and inspiration and creativity were running pretty low. So I just went for the one that I already sketched out, which is like the easiest form of house, but it actually looks really cute and I'm happy with it. Alright, so far it is pretty stinking cute. The thing is, I created a crazy mess and I have been sleeping on the couch. Now it is 4:40 p.m. and I need to start doing the big tree, which I'm dreading a bit, but let's do it. My parents, they live in the countryside and they have a really cute puppy. We go there a lot of times to just, play with this cute puppy, and there is a horse in the neighborhood that we just fell in love with. So I thought, let's try to incorporate that into this mural. Now they're going to be tiny and I'm trying to make them in a way that they're not like standing out a lot. And honestly, I don't have a lot of patience anymore, but we'll see how it goes. Alrighty, it's already like 8 something and I think I'm kind of happy with it. I'm just going to leave it as it is right now because there is a chance that it is fully finished. And if it's not, then it's only like tiny details that I can fix later. But right now I want to make this whole bedroom functional again. So the first thing I need to do is clean up all the freaking paint because it's everywhere. In the beginning of every single project that involves painting, I think, I'm just gonna be careful. I don't need to put down plastic bags or paper or anything to cover anything, and I always regret that. Okay, let's go. Alright guys, the mural is done. I am so very excited to just sleep in this room and live in this room, and finally it looks like it's gonna, you know, come together after all. I am so happy. It looks spectacular. I mean, just look at this! Also the tiny details. The next thing we need to do is add the actual headboard, and I need to create the headboard, and I don't really know if I want like a very low one, a very simple one, or the original idea was to have a wiggly, wavy headboard. So I still need to figure that out, and I also want to add some lamps because we like to read in the evening. It's very important for me to have this very cozy, chill vibe. And I also thought I'll add the mirror to the other wall because I would love to see this mural reflected everywhere. So those are the next steps, but for now let's just enjoy this little mural and let's, you know, have fun with it. Let's give it a couple of days and then we'll come back to this project again. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think about the mural and, you know, have a nice day. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more stuff. Bye!